I think it came to a point, gents, that United really had no choice but to make that decision. So let's not harp on about the past and what has happened. Let's focus on the future for Manchester United, Martin. What does this mean for Manchester United moving forward? Because first and foremost, it does mean that they lack another body in that centre-forward position.
Yeah, that might be right, Michelle. But really, I think as for the manager's viewpoint, I think he will be delighted that Ronaldo's gone. Delighted in the sense that I'm not saying that he set out for that at all. Absolutely not. And I'm quite sure that if you've got a player of Ronaldo's caliber and you're a manager of a football club, you would want it to work. But it obviously wasn't going to. I think that it's hard to say who was to blame. It doesn't really matter. Eventually, Ronaldo leaves the football club, and that I think that was always going to be the case. The minute that he did the interview, then and when he said that Ten Hag showed him no respect, I think that that's something that well, I'm not party to it. I don't know, but I think then that was the final straw. Okay, so going forward now, Ten Hag will have a lot of relief. He'll feel as if he's in charge of the football club now, and he will get players hopefully to respond to him, rather than worrying about what Ronaldo might be saying or might be doing, or attention always on Ronaldo. So from now, I would have thought if I'm Ten Hag, I feel this is beginning of my real tenure here at this football club. Now I'm in charge of it. Now I'll take this club forward if I can. And you do mention, Michelle, that's right. They are a player short, a centre forward short. They might have time to rectify that there. But I think at this minute, if you're to ask Ten Hag, I think he will be relieved.
Yeah, because they are perhaps lacking in that particular number 9 role. They've got a lot of forward players, but not too many that can play that centre forward position. Anthony Martial, of course, Danny, but with his injury record, it's a little bit hard to rely on him. You have the youngsters with the likes of Garnacho as well, but perhaps a little bit inexperienced. Surely, I think this January transfer window, that's the main target, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd like to think so. Like you just mentioned, losing Ronaldo's goals in his goal threat. Yeah, Martial's, he keeps getting a lot of injuries. Garnacho, you just mentioned, he's a young boy. Even Anthony, he's come in with a big price tag. I think in his first 3 games, he got 3 goals, but it's a lot with that price tag for him. I probably want to see a bit more from him. And then other than that, this is Marcus Rashford, who has finally found some form, and he's getting nine goals this season now compared to last season. So I think Marcus stepping up will be a massive boost for Ten Hag. But yes, I do think United will be definitely trying to bring someone in the January window. But as we all know, that window is very difficult.
Yeah, what sort of profile of a forward player you think, Danny, would suit them best? I mean, the one that they were linked the most in the last couple of weeks is, of course, Cody Gakpo, who we just heard yesterday is moving to Liverpool. What sort of profile of a striker should they be getting? Or any names you think that could move to Manchester United?
Look, I think the way Ten Hag wants to play, and if you look at the profile of the players around, they're all very quick players. Martial, Rashford, they're all lightning boys, even Anthony. And then when you've got Eriksen, Casemiro and Bruno behind, if these kind of players are then profile of players who are quick, Garnacho's, he's so quick. You've got the players behind that. If they're making runs, they could pick out the perfect pass and play lovely through ball. So I think they're probably looking at that kind of profile again of someone that's quick, strong, and obviously a goal scorer. But that's difficult to find.
Yeah, it is difficult to find, particularly since their biggest target in Gakpo went to their fiercest rivals as well. What they're going to do now in January, it's going to be very interesting. But one thing's for sure, not only is Ten Hag pleased to perhaps not have the drama anymore in the dressing room, he'll probably be pleased to stop answering questions week in, week out about Cristiano Ronaldo.